Hi, my loves. Welcome. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Keep in mind that it will not resonate with everyone. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't force it so that you don't become confused. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can book your reading through my Etsy shop. You could also send me a text at 971-354-9504. I think that's how everyone usually, like, I feel like people feel more comfortable with that. So if you, because on Etsy it says pre-recorded, but you could also book like a phone reading through there. All right, Scorpios, let's talk, because your meditation was a little confusing. I kept picking up on a lot on the things of the past, on you focusing a lot on the past, trying to figure out where did you go wrong, like where did it fall, where did it this, where did it that. I get it, but that energy isn't going to lead you anywhere. Like, I could feel the desire to kind of want to look into it, but I don't feel like you're looking into the things that are actually going to get you answers. I feel like you're looking more into, why did this person choose this, or why was I not like this good enough, or was I not giving enough of this, or did I not offer enough of this. Like, you're just questioning if something that feels like a betrayal that you haven't talked about, obviously, because my throat chakra is not cracking. Something that feels like a betrayal. I feel like you're just going to start to look into it. I also started picking up on, there's going to be a very clear understanding that right now, everything that's falling apart needs to, nobody does better with that than you. I feel like it takes you guys a while to get used to it, or to all the transformations, but I feel like you guys are the ones that understand things need to die in order for new things to start again. And releasing whatever you're about to let go of, it was not easy, because for a really long time you fought for it. The harder we fight for something, the harder it is for us to let go of it, and not this is going to take a lot of courage. And I feel like you know that, and maybe that's what made you wait off a little bit longer. There could be a lot of energy of, I also picked up on an energy of pretending. A lot of pretending to be, I don't know. I feel a lot of you coming out of the closet. Like, there's more than one closet. There's more than like, there's the artist, the musician, the accountant. There's people that are meant to be accountants. There are people that are meant to be entrepreneurs. There's people that are meant to be just everything. It's different. Everybody is different. Everybody has its purpose. And I feel like whoever I'm tapping into, you've been... There's a fear. I can feel like the strong fear by just even looking at it. It like overcomes. It overcomes you. But remember, it's in that energy that you have. That's where courage kicks in. Courage isn't real without fear. And it will kick in. You need things to fall apart right now, because as much as we don't like to admit it, it's in those moments where we give ourselves the permission to finally let go and not feel like we have to have control over everything. And come on, thank you, God. I was like, where's the next card? Transformation. Courage for transformation. This is your card too. Could be connecting with a Leo. But there's a lot of changes happening in your life right now, Scorpio, and you need to let them fall. Look at that. Guilt with trust. So I feel like there's a part of you that feels guilty, because maybe your parents wanted you to be whatever you are. Maybe your parents wanted you to... That's an interesting... maybe your parents are very religious and they want you to marry a Christian girl, or a Catholic girl, or a Jewish girl, or I don't know, whatever it is that you do, that you believe in. Yeah, you're exhausted because for so long you've been focusing on holding up this mask that it hasn't really been you, because it's been out of guilt. There's so many people that have forced themselves, their opinions on you, and I feel like for a really long time you haven't turned in. You haven't turned in. So I feel like the universe is giving you it's okay, break down. Break it down. Let it fall. It's okay. It's okay. Break down. You don't need to be perfect, Scorpio. You don't need to hold it all together. If you need help, right now is the perfect time for you to ask the universe to send the people that do need to be in your life your way. A lot of the times we see another person's happiness and we tell ourselves, oh, that might be my happiness. It might also be mine. It might also, like, I might find my happiness in that direction. And then we go in that direction and it gives us a bit of a high for just a second, right? And then after that, we go back into our depression and we're like, what the fuck? Why is this happening? It's because, again, we're holding up a mask. It's a different mask, but we're still holding it up. If we're still pretending to be something we're not, or pulling in energy from another person because we feel like their happiness matters more or is better than ours, or their life looks way better than ours, then, and we start to move in that direction, then no wonder we get lost. We're not even following our own. This could even be parents telling you what to do, or girlfriend telling you what to do, boyfriend, husband, whatever. Just you not trusting yourself enough to know when to jump and know when to move forward. Feeling like I need another person's opinion in order for me to make a decision. You don't need anybody's opinion. Alright, let's clarify. Tell me about courage, the strength card. Some of you, I feel like this has a lot to do with business. I feel like some of you never got a chance to go after what you really want to do because there's a lot of fear of that. Like, maybe people kept telling you that that wasn't something that you were going to do. Or when you do want to go after it, you start to get unmotivated. Remember that the things that truly give us energy, or the things that don't tire us out, or those are the things that our soul wants you to focus on. Don't be focusing on the things that keep you exhausted. That is not where the universe wants you. A lot of people will say, I love doing readings. It's just that if I do more than one, my energy gets drained. My love, as much as you would want to continue to do it, sometimes it's just not for everyone, and that's okay. Maybe you're meant to be a different type of healer, a different type of reader, a different type of something. The universe doesn't want you where you get exhausted. Your passions, your happiness, your joy, all of those things, it will stick. True love lasts, and it stays for good. I promise. It doesn't go away. So, like, it's okay. It's normal, tired, right? Wear and tear is normal. I'm talking about, like, the extra where you just flat out try to avoid everything that you do because it doesn't make you happy. You try to avoid your job, do the minimal that you can, and then that in itself tells you, I'm not happy here and I want to move forward somewhere else. All right, like, don't ignore those signs. Don't ignore those things where the universe tells you, hey, you're not happy here, and you can tell you're not happy here. Like, how can you tell? How do I know where I'm not supposed to be? Are you happy? Are you feeling joy? Are you enjoying? Like, remind yourself too, right? Unless we really tap into the shit that's keeping that joy away from us, or that pulls that joy away from us, unless we're truly tackling those things. And that comes from a lot of awareness. Like, in order for you to know exactly what brings you joy, you have to check in with your body at all times, with your mind, with your conscious, everything at all times. Like, don't go back and forth. There's no going back and forth, because if you keep going back to sleep, then you're gonna miss a lot of it. Some of you are sleeping way too fucking much, way too much. And I get it. Right now, during, like, typically towards the end of Leo season, we're all a little burned out, and moving into Virgo, it does feel a little bit more relaxing, a little bit more cozy. Like, I just want to sleep. It's okay, which is fine. Let yourself rest, but don't miss it. Don't miss it all. If you feel tired, take yourself on a walk. If you feel drained, go outside in nature. Put your feet outside on the ground. Like, remember to ground your energy as much as you can, especially if you live on the second, third, or fourth floor, or just keep going up. If you live way above the sky, like, if you're never rooted, then you need to root your energy more than other people. You have to understand that we're not meant to live so far above ground. We're meant to sleep on the ground. We're meant to feel it, skin to skin. And don't add more to your plate thinking that, oh, well, if I just have more, It feels like if you have more, you're trying to tell yourself that if you have more responsibilities, then you wouldn't have a choice, which, yeah, that's typically how you work or you function. But I feel like right now, in the energy that we're going through, all of these transformations are not going to be the same as before. They're different. These are different. This is where you don't have a choice. And I'm sorry, like, I feel like you need to trust that you're heading in the right direction, because it is, all of this change is coming off of trust. It's coming, you're going to be in a completely new place, Scorpio. You've never been here, and it's not a bad one either, but you got to take the brakes off. Like, if you have to take the brakes off. It's like somebody feeling like, oh, well, if there's like a warning around your house, please trust it and go do whatever you have to do. Like, if somebody comes in and tells you like, hey, there's a tornado, there's a this, there's a that, we got to leave. Don't be like, oh, it's not going to hit my house, I can stay, I'm okay. Don't do that. I think it's better to go. It's better to be safe than sorry, just in general. Okay, so like, that's an extra message. But I picked that up when it comes to like fire. So if somebody comes in and or if you find out that your street, your whatever is on warning, again, just don't even risk it. Just go. All right, everything can be replaced. Remind yourself of that too. Everything can be replaced. It goes back down to not wanting to lose that stuff, remember? There could be another water sign, another Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or Cancer. You might also have a lot of Cancer in your chart. This could be the relationship that you're trying to fight for or you're trying to keep. But I feel like whoever this is, they're very angry about the type of love that they give. It's like they're very stingy. This person's like, could even be a little narcissistic. Like, definitely love with a lot of conditions. Like, don't get me wrong, some of them are good. Like, I think you have to have set your boundaries. But I feel like this person does it on shit that knows is like pushing it over the top. There's very manipulative energy, kind of like, if you don't do this for me, then I don't do this for you. Very equal, like I only give like this. It's very very unstable. This person also tries to get away with a lot. I feel like they come in, take your ideas. There could also be somebody, Scorpio, that is taking your ideas, or if you catch someone taking yours. All right, because I'm getting with the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Cups. This Queen of Cups is about to get pissed because I'm getting like stealing of intellectual property. Somebody could be like copywriting somebody or taking like what someone says and saying it word for word. It could be your ideas here. But maybe you just need to get away from certain people that will do that. Like, let's say you give advice to friends and then those friends, which, I mean, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if you want to pass on what I've taught you and you want to teach other people, in my opinion, that's the whole purpose of it. But I'm not going to judge what another person feels. Like, if you don't want someone to take your words and use them verbatim, then that's on you. That's like, I'm going to respect that. I just feel like somebody's doing that and you're not appreciating it at all. Anyway, for others of you, this Queen of Cups, tell me more about this Queen of Cups with the Seven of Swords. 7 of Wands. It's time to really put your guard up against this Queen of Wands, Seven of Swords. This person likes to come in and steal your thoughts. Like, they like to be the one. Like, whenever they feel like you're not thinking about them anymore, then they reach out. Very, like I said, very manipulative. It's time to move forward. You feel like some type of soulmate connection with this person. And you also had this like beautiful idea of what you two could be. Maybe they match a lot of what you're looking for. But I feel like this person, they're not interested in what you have as far as like personality wise or things like that. Maybe this type of person wants to be like taken care of. They might also be lying about you to other people. Like, maybe because they're trying to justify maybe why you left them or why you are leaving, and this person's being very manipulative. Tell me about this transformation. Because you're throwing yourself into work. I also feel like it's harder for this person to get close to you. Every time they pull away and reach out, you care less and less. And I feel like you want to be careful too, because a big part of whoever I was reading for earlier about that whole like faking a big part of your life and pretending to be something different. A big part of why you do feel so lonely is because you don't have the right people around you, because they can't spot you. They don't know where you are. They don't, as much as somebody wants to connect to you, because there's people out there that want to be close to somebody like you, that want to be in a relationship with someone like you, but they can't see you because you haven't shown yourself. You haven't shown your true self. So it almost feels like all conversation with other people is super boring. You're just not even interested in what they really have to say, because it's so shallow, and like you don't want to feel guilty about just pulling yourself away from people that you've already entertained, because fuck it, they're there. But I also feel like now that it's starting, or they're really trying to like push on an offer towards you, you're not interested. I can feel that like you would rather sit alone than be in a relationship where both of you feel like, what the fuck are we doing here? You just don't want that type of connection, and you're trusting yourself enough to say no. Like, and even if you think like, I might regret this and I might be lonely for a little bit, I'm just going to say no. Like, this isn't what I'm meant to be doing. Not anymore. You're just changing a lot of your ideas and the way that you look at things. You're trying to stay more positive, I feel, because you're fine. Like I said, once it broke down, you gave yourself the permission to go crazy. You gave yourself the permission to say, fuck it. Fuck it, I'm just going to be myself. I'm just going to act the way that I want to act. I'm just going to say the shit that I want to say. And whoever has a fucking problem with it, they can get the fuck away. And I don't care. 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 Like, that's the energy that I'm getting from you. And I got to be honest, I like it. Like, I love it. I really appreciate this energy. But your guilt is going to end up catching up to you. So remind yourself when that guilt comes up, I don't care. I don't care. Like, just keep saying that to you. Say, it's okay for me to care about other people. It's not okay for me to care about what other people think of my life or what they feel my life should look like. That's not my problem. It's their problem. If they want to adjust that, feel free to, but I don't need to do shit. 10 of Pentacles. You're trusting that wherever the universe is leading you is into the 10 of Pentacles, because people have led you astray. They didn't know where to go. So why the fuck are you going to keep following them? Like, motherfuckers, I'm lost here because I followed you. And now you're taking accountability for that. And you're saying, okay, well, I gotta do this now. I gotta check myself. I like it. You might have like a conversation with someone, or like there could be one friend that ends up coming in that thinks a lot like you. And finally you have someone to bounce your ideas off of, is what it feels like. Tell me more about trust. There could also be an actual offer here of love that ends up coming in because you finally do show yourself. Somebody's able to spot you. I also feel like you asked for someone that was also as independent as you are. Maybe cares a lot about the world the way that you do. It feels like you want someone that's very nurturing, very caring, cares, like eats healthy too. There's something about that. You want to start changing your health, your eating habits. I was going to say eating habits, but health kept popping up. So you do want to change your health. Whoever this person is that's approaching, you feel like, yes, like this is, I'm telling you, life is changing, but you got to make room. Let it die. Let it die. Give yourself permission to go crazy. Give yourself permission to not meet anybody else's standards right now. You're not supposed to. Fuck them people. I'm serious. That's how I wanted you to say it. Like, fuck them people. I love them. But when it comes to me and what I want to do, and I'm coming out of my closet, I'm coming out of this like fucking sadness, this person that I am not. Remember that in order for you to get to the Garden of Eden, you have to get through the forest that's surrounding it. Ooh, that was hard for you. Okay, there's no, I just saw a helicopter dropping you in. Nobody's going to drop you in. All right, this is like, you got to go through the forest. Tell me about this exhaustion. Some of you literally went through some like type of like burnout, very like serious burnout. Some of you maybe even ended up in a hospital. If the universe put you there, if you were in some type of accident or anything like that, please know that the universe knows what they're doing. They know what they're doing, even with accidents like that. Sometimes we have to get rich, and that's why you have to be very careful with how we ask for things. All right, because sometimes we ask for peace and the universe is saying, all right, I keep asking you to sit your ass down and it's not happening. Your own soul creates certain situations so that you can create peace for yourself. If you don't want somebody, those thoughts keep manifesting. And then, like, I think it's very funny when people complain about their partner over and over and over again for days and just feel very ungrateful. Like, oh, they don't treat me like this or they don't treat me like that. And then get surprised when there's a breakup. Like, yo, you've been putting out into the universe that you didn't want to be in this relationship for a really long time. Why are you complaining? The universe gave you exactly what you wanted. Like, no, but what I wanted was for this person to change. You didn't say that. You sat there and you complained. You didn't pray for this person. You didn't pray for their wellness. You didn't pray for their peace of mind. You didn't pray for any of that. You prayed that they stayed to make you happy. And that's not how the universe works. You know what I mean? Same thing when it comes to work. Same thing when it comes to family. Same thing when it comes to kids. Everything. What you think what you think goes out, and the universe has no choice but to produce what you're asking for. Remind yourself of that check in with you every 2 seconds and ask yourself, like, what am I feeling? What am I feeling? And where am I leaning towards? All right, I love you so much, my Scorpios. Praise to the Most High for allowing me to be your messenger. We'll talk soon. If you guys do feel very exhausted and you want to talk, my loves, please feel free to reach out. I would love to book a reading with you guys and, like, figure out what's going on. I love you guys. We'll talk soon. Bye, my loves.